We're 1 hour into trading on Friday, March 25th. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at the last pick I gave you. Apple. Did that video as early as I could. Trying to get one out early today as well. We're only an hour into trading. Nice, strong rally on Apple. Relative strength, fantastic, which tech stocks, by the way, have been weak relative to the market, but Apple showed us some really nice signs of strength. Should have been able to get in here right around the 170 level. Beautiful strength. Lots of you posted that you had made money on that trade. You could have hung on to that for a couple of days even. And that's what I'm trying to give you, a good day trade and something that will work for an overnight swing. Apple currently at 175, up $5 in 2 days. How does he do it? Every single video, winners. Of course, I'm going to pat myself on the back, but it's the system that we trade. That's the secret. That's what I teach. Relative strength tells us when institutions are in there buying. So when the market is pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, yes, Apple gave back some of its gains, but on a relative basis, it held strong. As soon as the market started to go higher, it flew. So you can see this morning, S&P is up. Let's take a look at the market action. This is the 200-day moving average. There's the decline that we had Wednesday. You can see we're below the 200-day moving average, popped back above it, and had a nice, decent day. Not without some resistance. You can see a little bit of a pullback here, but now the market is back on track. So I think that we're going to see some decent market action. We can put up the major moving averages to see where the 200-day and the 100-day come into play. Those are really the only things we need to watch. Getting close to the 100-day moving average, so there is resistance. I believe that today we'll be lucky to get there, and we could just sit right at the 100-day moving average, leave everyone guessing. There's a bearish explosion alert. Ooh, that is nasty. That could be a nice short. You can see how it's testing the 100-day moving average. If it breaches that 100-day moving average, that's probably going to be a decent short. So I'm going to drop a GTC alert line there. Back to the market. Yes, the market looks pretty decent in here. I think that the bid is going to be fairly strong for a few reasons and only for a few weeks. So do not overstay your welcome. The reason that I feel that the market is decent right now is because everybody's getting used to the war in Ukraine. That's having less of an impact. We have a Fed rate hike behind us. 25 basis points means nothing to the economy, not when interest rates are near historic lows. However, the next Fed meeting in May, we could see a 50 basis point rate hike. And now Fed officials are talking about it. There are a few of them that are mentioning that, and there's a possibility for a 50 basis point rate hike in June. If that materializes, that is going to rattle asset managers. They are going to go back into risk off mode, and a 1% hike in 2 months, that could have a material economic impact. July, August, September, that's when we start to see what type of impact it's having. So we are not out of the woods yet. But yes, temporarily, there's a decent little window for us to be long for the next 3 weeks or so. Earnings season is coming up in a few weeks. That tends to attract buyers. Everybody should be optimistic and excited. Now, mind you, many of the institutions have lowered their earnings projections, and their earnings guidance could suffer when we start to see those earnings reports. So I believe that toward the back half of April, as we start getting closer to that May FOMC meeting, you're going to start to see some selling pressure again. This has been sustained selling. We are not in go off to the races mode any longer. Look at how much time we've spent this year below the 200-day moving average. More time below it than above it, in fact. So yes, trade from the long side. We should continue to see some upward momentum, an upward bias for probably the next few weeks. TLT is weighing on those tech stocks today, and you can see how it is at a new 52-week low. Talk of a 50 basis point rate hike in May. Not good for tech stocks. Should also weigh on the market a bit. So right now we're going to be looking at bullish stocks. I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to go into my heavy buying search. And as I look through the list, there's one that strikes me. Facebook is up. You can see downward sloping trend line, breach to the upside through this horizontal resistance, nice little uptrend, good relative strength. All right, let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. Not bad. You can see decent relative strength in here. We have a tech sector that is weak today. So let's put up tech just so we can get a feel for what are tech stocks in general doing. And you'll be able to see that Facebook is strong relative to tech stocks. So you can see Facebook, QQQ, just getting back to even in here, where Facebook is up considerably and looking to challenge the high with heavy volume. Excellent. So we've got a few nice things working for Facebook. That is your pick of the day. When I review this in a couple of days, I'm pretty confident that Facebook is going to be trading above the 224.24 level, which is where it's at right now. Again, super important for you to learn market first. We always start with the market. Our market bias and our confidence in that bias drives every trading decision. So right now, for a week, 2 weeks, I'm still going to be fairly neutral to slightly bullish, but I know that that window is going to close in a few weeks. So I'm keeping my swing trades very, very short term. I do believe that tech is starting to finally rebound, and there's lots of upside to it. So we've got support and we got lots of upside to the 50-day moving average on Facebook. So I think it's got plenty of room to run. Nice little rebound. Lock in your gains, take profits, especially if the market stalls out at the 100-day moving average. For today, I think we're going to have nice, decent grind higher. I like this price action right now. You can see 10p indicator down, 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 market up, up, up. This is what we call a bullish divergence. Look for higher prices today. Should see some good option lottery trades later today on the call side. We'll be looking for those. Trade well. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.